Welcome to this channel. The channel is for educations and culture based on historical and scientific evidence. So today I like to share with you all a serious misconception on the ancient Wing Chun or Wing Chun 1850s and the 1850s Xiu Lim Tao sets. I like to share with you so that here on you all are clear on what is the reality. The reason inspire me to share with you this is because often we have Wing Chun friends who message me like this. So this is from a Wing Chun friend. He said that it is strange because if he wrote a book about referencing some of the knowledge you provide, then when you look at his Facebook page, he promotes 1960 Wing Chun in his school. And my reply is, that is the problem of fake. So worldwide, our Wing Chun friends, when they see something which is fishy, they message me, asking me questions. And today I like to share with you the important thing, the truth of Wing Chun 1850s. So here on, you can avoid all the problem. Now, this type of problem, you can actually categorize into two categories. So one category is because people don't have educations. And there's another category is people do not have good heart there. They just want to do things their way. And it doesn't matter if they screw everything up or cheating other people, because in their mind, they just go doing things for themselves. So this is a two category. And today I like to share with you the truth so that the category of people who do not have the educations and have the misconcept be able to correct themselves and progress or proceed or become better. As for those who, you know, their job is like the scam artist, then there's nobody can help them. Because there are people like that, okay? So now the truth of one must not do this kind of stuff like you're writing a book using my knowledge or my sharing, but the practice is walking the 1960s Wing Chun. In the Chinese, that is called explicitly you say something, behind the back you do another thing, okay? And as far as I say that if it is about educations, after this video, you will no longer do it. But if this is for the a person who is they love to be a scam artist just to cheat on people, well, then that is their own problem. Why? Because they are creating karma. If they violating law, then the legal is going after them. Okay, and when they violating karma like that, is what you give up, you're going to take back. Now, let me turn this off a little bit. So, last week, a friend sent me a very respectable interview. An interview with a really respectable Hong Kong Kung Fu Sifus. And this Sifu is Lao Biu. Okay. This is a very respectable Sifu. So Sifu Lao Biu say that either you're teaching or you're learning, you need to have a proper methods. The foundations development is very important. Every style have its strength. Learning Kung Fu, one need to be able to do self-reflex, asking ourselves, are we doing those things proper or not proper? So that's what I said. Those who have misconcept and don't have the education, after this video, you will be able to break through all this thing and you go proceed further, you know, make yourself better, improve yourself. Those who is scam artists, you know, just nobody can help them because in their mind is scam artists and thus they are no way can learn anything. Okay. Now, so as Sifu Lao Biu talk about, you need to be able to teach and you need to be able to learn properly. And of course, one need to be able to learn properly. Only after that, one can teach. And one need to do the know the foundation. So in the past two videos, I share on Zhao Sang Ma and the Chai of 1850. You know what it is. If we have never studied that, never really practiced that, how do we know what is the 1850s Wing Chun at all? So people doing this, you know that they never do Zhao Sang Ma, they don't know what it is, they don't know what is the Chai Kun. They will maybe heard what I'm saying here, something in this video, or get my book and copy my book. By the way, copying my books is illegal because all these things are copyright protected. Okay, this is United States of America. Don't mess around with those. It's like a patent. Okay, so one need to have the basic. And only one have this foundation, like in the karateka, they have all the kihong. Only that they be able to appreciate their own style strength, and then they can appreciate other styles strength. And thus they be able to do a self-reflex. Oh, what I'm doing here is not proper. Oh, BJJ have a good point. Oh, Western boxing have a good point. So this is how straightforward and how ordinary it is. But this ordinary is actually extraordinary, right? Because most people just want to jump gun and get into this kind of stuff. Now, why do you think people do that? If they are not scam artists, why do you think they still do that? Let me share with you. The concept of saying that Wing Chun is 醫學難精, easy to learn but difficult to master. Or Wing Chun 小念頭 is like an alphabet. Okay? Those are wrong concepts. If you have that concept, you will never understand what is 師傅老表 presenting. Okay? 師傅老表 is the older generations, like in my 師傅's generations. Okay? It's very respectable 師傅. He speak the truth to the point. Now, what is the truth? If it is Wing Chun, it is not simple to learn, difficult to master, or 小念頭 is like your alphabet, learning your alphabet. What is the truth? If there is not the truth, there's the misconcept, there's the misleading. Let me share with you. The ancient Wing Chun 1850 or Qi Ji Guang, okay, or Yi Da Yu is like the design engineer in the Silicon Valley. The design engineer who do design. So what happens when you do design? You look at the science behind the design of the product. You look at your competitor's product and design. Okay? And of course, their pattern. You look at all those things, and if it's needed, you go to the lab and carry out experiment to test out things, to check out things. After you do that, you'll be able to see the commonality or non-commonality or differences. At that instance, if you are at that level, guess what? You can extract out the essence or the core or the soul of the designs you want to do after seeing so many things. Now, at that point where you be able to extract things out, what? Sounds simple, right? Sounds simple, right? This is really simple. Well, wait a minute. It is not that. It is going through all those things, examine all the competitors' product and your own product. You go to the lab, back and forth, checking everything, have the experience of everything, and then you extract that thing out, the soul of it. And if you heard somebody talk about the soul of it, or he do a presentation, you say, well, it looks simple. Is that true? Of course it's not true. It is going through all those things. Now, those who be able to extract the thing out will be able to have their own way of designing. That is how new patterns, which you can bypass the competitor's pattern or new invention come in. But you need to be able to go through, you need to have to go through everything to the point that you have so experienced and so knowledgeable, then you can extract that thing out, which is alive, which is the soul. And then at that point, you can go writing your own patterns. You can have your own style design, or the presentations to the CEO, and so people know, oh, you're the expert of it. Okay. Now that is what just going through everything. The basic is what Sifu Lao Biu said. You have to have that, meaning that if you want to learn Wing Chun 1850s, you need to know the Zhao Sang Ma. You need to know the Chai Queen. You need to have all this training, and you need to have all those books to understand in very details, like the design engineer. And you go to the lab, the theory and the practice. You need to go through everything. Only that at that time, when you can extract the soul, you reach out here, you can see yourself, you can do a self-reflex, you can see your strength and weakness, you can see other strength and weakness. So it is just 2 slides from Sifu Lao Biu, 4 sentences. Sound simple? What? All those real grandmaster is like Sifu Lao Biu, they go through all of this. It is like all the Silicon Valley design engineer, they go through all of this. Okay. So the proper thing is you don't do this kind of stuff. If you do that, you don't do this in one way, taking whatever in my books, maybe copying or whatever, mimicking, and then on the other way is promoting the 1960 Wing Chun. That just shows that you never go through it. You don't know. And now you see the real thing, the real way how to study it. So it is never, Wing Chun is simple to learn, but difficult to master. Well, if simple to learn, difficult to master, then you don't see any master out there. What is the point of learning? The reality is difficult to learn and difficult to master. You have to go through everything to break to the point that you'll be able to extract the entire thing out. Then you can say, I know what it is. It is not even expert yet, but I know what it is. If you want to be a Sifu, at least you have to be at that point, or not, how many design engineers hire in the Silicon Valley? Thousands. And those design engineers who do design product, doing product design review, they all have to have that, or else they're going to get fired. Because you are not allowed to, just copy somebody's and put in a little bit of the way how you say a thing, and then you present it. If you do that, you're violating people's pattern left and right. People are going to sue the hell out of you. Okay? And no company will do that. The same with martial arts. So that is professional. You need to be able to reach the point that you be able to extract. And then after you extract that, you can proceed to the next level. You can do your own pattern, your own way, your style. But whatever you do, that is still, you have the essence of the original system. So it is not like Xu Lim Tao is like alphabet A, if I learn the 26 character of the alphabet A, B, C, D until Z, then I know English. Can I tell you that? If my father asked me to go learn English and I say, yeah, Dad, I come back. No, this is English is simple to learn. I have learned the 26 alphabet. I have learned the English. I'm the master of English because I know all the 26, the character of the alphabet. And because everything in English is made up of this 26 alphabet. That's exactly what it is when people say 小林桃 is an alphabet. Okay. And then somebody will say, you know what? A, on top of A, you have a line. That is the ancient A. Or two dots above the A, or two dots above the U. Then it is the ancient, special, secret of A or U. Or you say that, well, no, alphabet, man, you know, it's just only three, A, B, C. You can have A, B, and then you can have B, A, and you have a A, C, and you have the C, A, and that's everything, okay? It's like, oh yeah, Tan Bong Fuk is everything, okay? You just do this thing. Can you, is that English? Hey man, do you know what is a grammar? Do you know what is the phrase? Do you know what is the gerund? Do you know what is a past tense, present tense? You know what is adjective? You know what is a gerund? What are you doing? So as this Sifu Lao Biu said, learning you need to have the proper way. Teaching you have to have the proper way, and you need to have the basic, the foundation. Well, if you, the example of learning English, you say, well, A, B, A, I know the 26 alphabet, I know it all, I know it all. Do you know what it is? Do you know, do you even have the foundations of English? So the problem of this, if you are not intentionally not intentionally or not a scam artist, the problem of this is because you got brainwashed by those who said Wing Chun is simple to learn, difficult to master. Xiu Lin Tao is like just ABC. It's an alphabet. You learn that and then you can make up your stuff. While you try to learn ABC in English and made up your stuff, see what happens if you don't know the grammar. And is that easy to learn grammar? Of course it's not. How many times you have to rewrite your sentence? How many times you say, oh yeah, man, this is the sentence without verbs. Or you have a wrong tenses there. Is that easy? Easy to learn? Is that you just learn the alphabet, you know everything? So remember, learning ancient Wing Chun 1850s or any other, the Shaolin short strike or Qi Ji Guang stuff, whatever the real deal Kung Fu there, it is always like a design engineer. You look at your design, you look at others' design, you look at the theory, you go to the lab to test it out, you experiment and think until you be able to extract the soul out. And then that will be really simple. You just say, oh, one statement. You can present so many things. And then with that, you can do your pattern, you can do your own style. Until you get there, you really don't know what it is. Okay. So the reason why all those books, many people have no idea what I'm saying in this book. Like a few months ago, there are somebody who copy my books and add in something and call it his invention. You know that in the Silicon Valley, if you do that, you can get sued right away, because it is like you are using others' pattern as a base, and then you add in some cosmetic and you call that your pattern. You're going to get thrown out in the patent court, okay? And that also show that you have no idea what it is. Not to mention that when you do that, you distorted the contents of that thing. Say I have the 6 core element. If you say, well, 6 core element, I add a fa jing, you dead. That just shows that you are clueless. The 5th core element is strength. Fa jing is just exerting strength. So why is that the 6, 13, 3, 6 core element, and then you have a fa jing? Are you out of your mind? So that's what I say. This is like you copy somebody's stuff in the Silicon Valley, where it is pattern there. You fringing other people's pattern. And if you get those things out, guess what? In Wing Chun, you guess what? You say, well, this is 1850s Wing Chun. You know what? You are distorting other people's. You are distorting the entire Wing Chun of 1850. And that's why I make this video today, so that everybody know exactly what is the truth. Don't give me all those nonsense on which is not Chinese or your own invention. If you don't know Wing Chun, then you don't know Wing Chun, 1850. Okay? And as I mentioned, as I share with you, do you think Sifu like Lao Biu will not be able to penetrate through you on what you are doing? There's a lot of old Sifu there still in Asia. Okay? So learn it. Wing Chun is difficult to learn, difficult to master. Have to go through everything and all the hard work until the day you can extract the soul out. Very simple, very elegant and beautiful. So simple. But that simple is not the simple like, oh, English is just ABC. That simple meaning that just is like those who know how to do choreography, a choreographer or music. Just a simple note in the music, like Beethoven's Moonlight Sonata. Simple. Is Beethoven's Moonlight Sonata simple? It sounds simple, but it's really deep. Okay? That is the point you want to get there. So get back again to the Chair Queen and the Zhao Sang Ma. All the basic is here. If you don't have the basic here, you don't even know the Zhao Sang Ma and the Chair Queen. How are you going to learn this? And can you just go read this and know everything? And then just you can go write your book on based on your thinking on Wing Chun is simple to learn, difficult to master. Wing Chun is like ABC, you know, alphabet. Of course you cannot, because you have a misconcept in your mind. It is not what it is. Chinese Kung Fu is not what it is. And as what I point out, the respectable Sifu like Lao Biu, the old generation, be able to spot you, whether you have anything or not. And right now, the 1850s Wing Chun I brought it to the United States of America. I'm not going to let people doing those bullshit stuff. And so all you guys who love to learn, love martial arts, now you know what is the truth. Why do you want to be a scam artist? And really, the guy who really want to be a martial artist will not like to be a scam artist. So what I share with you today, you took that direction and you go take off. I'm okay to be your stepping stone. My duty as a 1850s Wing Chun practitioner, I want you to take me as a stepping stone and go. Instead of go copy my books and then adding something out of the blue and then make yourself grandmaster and you screw up 1850s Wing Chun, there's what? There's a scam artist. Okay, this is very important. So how do you, can you be a grandmaster? You need to go through all the study, experiment, you be able to extract the soul, and then at that point, you are in the threshold of you be able to have your own way of doing things. But it's still based on the original. The beauty is you can have your way and it is still original. It's like right now, I can map everything into the modern sports science. That's my way. Nobody ever in the past 160 years have done this. I have done this, so I write this. Did I go off topic? No, it is Wing Chun is there. But I did it my way, like the 613-3. Nobody in the entire history of China have that for thousands of years. It's the creations in America based on I have engineering background and categorize the ancient Chinese practice. But seriously, in the Silicon Valley, there's a pattern. There is the pattern there. That's why this is copyright there. Okay. And anybody monkey around with those kind of things, you know, you just know that he either have no idea what is going on, or he's a scam artist, try to make himself a grandmaster or whatever, which is based on nonsense. So we need to base on truth, based on hard work. Chinese Kung Fu is about that. Chinese Kung Fu is not nonsense walking around. Like for example, I have to study everything and extract this thing out. I have to study everything and I have to extract this thing out. And in the age of 60 something, I still have to go full blown to the repeatable training, you know, in the sports science way, to go maximum, to be able to walk my talk to show you guys what it is. Okay, and you want the VO2 max or VO2 max. That's how it is. And that's why this is all, it is pulling out that soul. Why am I doing that? Just because I want to be a grandmaster? No. The reason for doing this is so that you all know what is Wing Chun. So that you can, based on this educations, learn it properly and proceed. Be a real grandmaster. Why you want to be a scam artist? If you know all this, like over here, you know the Zhao Shang Ma and then the Chair Queen, you know all this. You can get all this thing verified scientifically. You know how it's momentum and everything. I show everybody here. You're keeping studying everything. You get the basic. And you get the solid fundamental. And that is how you can grow. So it is just you need to do all the job. I cannot do all the job for you. And once I do the job for you, you don't just take something, copy my book here, and then add it some strange out of the blue stuff and call it, oh, this is your way. That's called misleading. And not to mention you violating my copyright or my patent. I have all those things there. I just don't go for legal actions. If I see people playing those games, of course, you bet I'm going to do that. Because it's United States, you don't mess around with the IP, okay? And the same with this, right? You have to go through all this thing to know that you breathe properly and so forth. So I hope that I give you a proper thing, a proper education, so that you can take off. What is the point to praise me or to praise which grandmaster, or to be like a parrot saying that, oh, Wing Chun is easy to learn but difficult to master. So if you are not master, how are you going to teach? If it's so easy to learn, how come you just go looking at things like A, B, C, A can match with B, B, A, B, A, C, A, D. But when people ask you, do you know what is the grammar? What is the gerund? What is the phrase? What is the verb? Is that present tense, future tense, past tense? Well, I don't know. Learning Kung Fu, we need to be that strict, that serious. Otherwise, you have Sifu like Lao Biu, all those great the Sifu, you're going to cheat them, you're going to lie to them on what you do. I just don't want to share to tell you that in one of the Lao Biu Sifu's interview, he pointed out Wing Chun's issue. He's a good guy. He tried to help people. Ancient Kung Fu Sifu is all straight shooter, and he helped you. Because to be a friend, meaning that you have to be straight. Okay, in the Chinese culture, friend meaning you talk straight, you forgive your friend, and you are very knowledgeable. That is a friend, the definition of a good friend. A friend who is knowledgeable, be able to forgive you when you apologize and go straight with you if you screw up. That is the Chinese culture. So today I share the same thing using the same standard. My hope, my wish is everybody grow. You cannot keep saying that, oh, English is A, B, C. If I know the alphabet, I know everything. But then when you see French, then you just copy French inside to English alphabet, or German, Deutsch to English alphabet. And then at the end, are you speaking French and Deutsch, or are you speaking English? Look at the Wing Chun today. It's like that. You have a BJJ, you have a Western boxing. So what is Wing Chun? I don't know. Wing Chun is easy to learn, difficult to master. Wing Chun is alphabet. But we wait a minute, look around. So what is Wing Chun? We are not even talking about what grandmaster, but what is Wing Chun? So this is what I like to share with you. I have no secret, everything is here, but you don't copy this thing. You want to think about it, make a reflection, experiment, investigate on all the scientific stuff based on science, not go fighting anybody. Because I mentioned science here, sports science. So you want to experiment on the science and the searching into the science, because there's all kinds of document there, and you want to follow even your medical provider. If you have misalignment or chronic disease or anything, because you soon touch those stuff. So you need to have all this professional. You have to go searching, looking into the professional, asking for professional advice, and then you know what it is.